Okay, so it's been a while since we've checked in on our favourite couple on this channel, on Harry and Meghan, of course, none other than Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And I know that a number of you are anxiously waiting for my deep dive on Melanie Sykes' appearance on Alan Carr's podcast. I know there must be thousands of you sitting at home still rocking backwards and forwards. Des and Mel! When's Des and Mel coming? As has most of the nation since that went off the air back in 2006. But I haven't had time to do a fully edited video of that yet, but that's coming soon, don't worry. I always follow through. I always deliver on my promises. Always. Ask any of my subscribers. Always. 100% of the time. But today I am going to talk about Harry and Meghan a little bit, and I wanted to see, do a bit of an update. And in fact, while I'm at it, I'll update you with the channel. I'll do a bit of a channel update because I've noticed a number of comments and people writing to me on Instagram and Twitter and stuff and saying, why aren't you doing any Harry and Meghan stuff? And my answer has just been to everyone, well, it's because they're not really doing anything. So I don't want to just be repeating myself. Heaven forbid. The problem is, however, I've noticed that I'll often go 2, 3, 4 days without uploading a video because I'm all worried, because of society and stuff's obsession with quality over quantity. Well, no more. On the Daniel Boland YouTube channel, it will be very much au contraire, mon ami, quantity over quality.
Game changer.
I'm going to be making many more videos for you all to enjoy. Harry and Meghan could be forced to downsize Montecito mansion after it collapses.
How many of us feel battered?
After Spotify deal collapses. Oh
no. Anyway, look.
Oh no, so it looks like it's back to the filthy projects from whence you crawled, hood rat. Anyway, the one thing they can never take away from Harry and Meghan, even if they do have to downsize, they can never take away their memories, their memoirs, right? They can never take that away. And they can never take that away from us either. Let's take a look at their fond memoirs, their fond memories from Montecito. Let's take a look at the first day they spent there. It's chapter 82 of the third part of the Gospel according to Henry, if you're following along in the book. And I'm just going to read this because it's more interesting than the news article, which is just a load of hearsay about them possibly wanting to move house because they've got no money anymore. This is way better. Harry is an underrated literary genius, or the guy, Mooringer, whatever, who pulled all of the thoughts out of Harry's head like pulling teeth. He's a genius. I mean, this is the greatest piece of British satire since Monty Python. I don't know. That's the one everyone says. That's a basic bitch thing to say, isn't it? All right. Anyway, chapter 82 of the third part. It says, we found a place priced at a steep discount, a measly $15 million. It doesn't say that, but a steep discount. Relatable, isn't it? Very relatable. If there's one word that describes Spare and Prince Harry and Meghan, it's relatable. Just up the coast, outside Santa Barbara. Lots of room, large gardens, a climbing frame for me. No, it just says a climbing frame. A climbing frame, even a pond with koi carp. Now, Harry loves his animals. Like, in almost every chapter, he gets some kind of animal analogy he works it into these. They're only like a page long, all of the chapters, but there's always a mention of wasps or bees or a seal opera or the coast was teeming with killer whales, right? He bloody loves his little animal stories. But there's a koi pond at Montecito in the mansion, in the castle where they live, right? And you'd think that would be that. He's just describing it. Sounds idyllic, doesn't it? The koi carp. It's not. Even that's darker than you could imagine. How did it get so dark so fast? Right? Even the koi is negative. You'll see. The koi was stressed. That's the next line. The koi was stressed. The estate agent warned. To which he said, or thought, it's not really very clear, so are we. We'll get along famously. They were stressed, you see, when they were buying their castle in Montecito with the koi carp pond. A koi opera, right? Did Meghan serenade the koi? No, she didn't. She didn't. We'll see what she did. It all gets very dark very fast. I'm warning you. All of the chapters start out positive. You know, they're buying a castle in the richest, the most affluent neighbourhood of the most affluent nation in the history of the earth, with a koi carp pond. But no, the koi are stressed. You can't make this up. It's just so amazing. Why did I ever stop reading this? This is just brilliant. So are we. We'll get along famously. No. No, the agent explained. The koi need very particular care. What do they need, a psychologist? Do they need loads of drugs, Harold? Do you need to bash them with diazepam? And weed? No, the agent explained. The koi need very, very particular care. You'll have to hire a koi guy. Mm-hmm. It says that. I'm not... Yeah, there's that noise suggested. Uh-huh. And where does one find a koi guy? Ah, I've met many a koi guy. Yeah, as in koi, the adjective. I haven't met a lot of koi guys, actually. I'm a bit coy. And, well... The agent wasn't sure, it says. We laughed. First world problems. No, not first world problems. Finding a psychologist for your koi. That's fucking Sultan of Brunei problems. That ain't first world problems, am I right? What do you do when your koi is stressed? You fucking... How is this? How is... Nothing has ever been as unintentionally brilliant in the way this is. I cannot urge people enough to read this book. It's unbelievable. Let's read on. Where does one find a koi guy? The agent wasn't sure. We laughed. First world problems. We took a tour. The place was a dream. We asked Tyler, that's Tyler Perry, we asked Tyler to look at it too. And he said, buy it. Buy it. All right, he said, buy it. As you do. $15 million mansion. It's a bargain. It's a steal. Right? At $15 million. Relatable. Am I right? Stressed koi card. First world problems. Amazing. We took a tour. They liked it. Tyler Perry said, buy it. So we pulled together a down payment, took out a mortgage, and on July 2020, we moved in. The move itself required only a couple of hours. Everything, it does, doesn't it, when you've got hundreds of henchmen. Oh, well, whatever. Everything we own fitted into 13 suitcases. That first night, we had a quiet drinking celebration. Roasted a chicken. That's another thing. I'll play the clip now, actually, where Meghan says, game changer. That was the other one, the roast chicken.
If you have an Ina Garten level roasted chicken, game changer.
That took longer than I expected to find. It was worth it, though, wasn't it? Amazing, yes. Yes, so roasted chicken is a game changer. Where the hell was I? Here I was. The move itself required only a couple of hours. Everything was in 13 suitcases. The first night we had a quiet drink in celebration, roasted a chicken and went to bed early. All was well, we said. Oh, how naive, Harry. Nothing's all well. Nothing's ever all well in Montecito. The koi were stressed for starters, right? And yet Meg... we're still under loads of stress. Okay. I don't like the sound of that. This sounds like a thriller. What's going to happen? there was a pressing issue with her legal case against the tabloids. The Mail was up to its usual tricks. The Mail was up to its usual tricks, writing newspaper articles. Up to its usual tricks, their first crack at offering a defence had been patently ridiculous. So now they were trying a new defence, which was even more ridiculous. They were arguing that they'd printed Meg's letter to her father because of a story in People magazine which quoted a handful of Meghan's friends anonymously. The tabloids argued that Meg had orchestrated these quotes, used her friends as a de facto spokespeople, and thus the Mail had every right to publish her letter to her father. All very boring shit, right? But it gets very interesting here, right? Okay? They're in the nice new mansion, albeit with stressed Coy, right? And then this was happening to Meg. You know, they were all happy. They'd roasted a chicken. But Meg was dealing with all the stress, right? More, they wanted to know the names of Meg's previously anonymous friends read into the official court record to destroy them. Right? To destroy them. Well, you know, I mean, yeah. The sleazy tabloids, we know. It's fair enough. It is what it is. You're famous. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm sorry, but you can't shut up. All right? I understand you've got the Coy, but look on the bright side. You had a roasted chicken, and that is a game changer. You had the roasted chicken in your castle in Montecito, which you got for a bargain $15 million. I mean, all in all, okay, you had some slight issues going on with the Daily Mail up to their usual tricks. But, I don't know, weighing it up, I would say most people would be happy, generally speaking, with their chicken in their palace, right? But anyway, Meg was determined to do everything in her power to prevent that. To prevent the Daily Mail, the Mail from destroying her friends, right? She'd been staying up late, night after night, trying to find out how to save these people. How to save them. All right, really? Isn't that the lawyer's job? I mean, had she been staying up night? I mean, she's not a lawyer. She's a bad actress. I mean, whatever. She'd been staying up late night after night trying to work out how to save these people. And now, on our first morning in the new house, she reported abdominal pains. Now, what he's about to describe is a miscarriage. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. Horrible, right? However, I do feel it's a little bit cynical, the way he talks about. We've gone from, they bought a palace, a big old house, a big old mansion in Montecito for $15 million, at a bargain $15 million, albeit they had some stressed fish. But they're eating their roast chicken in their palace, in their castle, right? And now, because there's an ongoing court case, Meghan, the Mail, he's saying the Mail killed his unborn child. She reported abdominal pains and bleeding. And I'm not laughing at this. I'm laughing at the bizarre way we've gone from stressed Coy to a miscarriage. This is insane. Then she collapsed to the floor. We raced to the local hospital. When the doctor walked into the room, I didn't hear one word she said. I just watched her face, her body language. The body language guy. I already knew. We both did. There'd been so much blood. This really did go very dark very fast, didn't it? I mean, how did it all get so dark so fast? It's insane. He finds a way to do this in every chapter. Starts off, they're buying a mansion. Miscarriage. I mean, this is just bizarre. It's a roller coaster of insanity. Meg grabbed me. I held her. We both wept. In my life, I felt totally helpless on only 4 occasions. Only 4 times. In bloody garbage truck at this ungodly hour. I'm trying to run a gossip bitch channel here. And I shouldn't say garbage truck. It's a dustbin lorry. I'm English. They've gone now. That would bring a tear to Jordan Peterson's eyes, wouldn't it? As most things do. 2 o'clock in the morning. They're putting rubbish in a lorry. Amazing. But I'm doing God's work here, aren't I? You know, not those people. I'm doing a real job. Where am I? We both wept. And I know this isn't funny. You know, the miscarriage. There's nothing funny about this. I really... it's just the way he tells it. In my life, I felt totally helpless on only 4 times. In the back of the car while Mummy and Willie and I were being chased by Paps. In the Apache helicopter above Afghanistan. I'm losing my ability to channel my Harry. All right. It's 2 a.m. People went on at me in the comments because I said 3 a.m. in the morning in a previous video, or 4 a.m. in the morning. And, there was all those snarky comments like, as opposed to what, Danny? 4 a.m. in the afternoon, you idiot. Well, excuse me. All right? Anyway, so the 4 times he's felt completely helpless. In the back of the car with Mummy and Willie when we were being chased by Paps. In the Apache above Afghanistan, unable to get clearance to do my duty. I think he means fight. At Notcott, when my pregnant wife was planning to take her life. Planning to take her life. I mean, again, side. I'll have to bleep that out. Not funny. It's just the way he says it. That was one of the 4 times I felt helpless. When my wife was planning to take her own life. I mean, if it had been when you'd found her, I don't know, with a bottle of pills, passed out on the floor, whatever, I mean, then, yeah, totally. But when she's just like, I don't know if you've heard the incident, but she was kind of like, I think I might just end it all. And he was like, no! Right, his reaction was, it was just very weird. It's all very weird. Anyway, the 4th time he felt helpless in his life was now, right? But then, we left the hospital with our unborn child. A tiny package. We went to a secret place only we knew, under a spreading banyan tree. While Meg wept, I dug a hole with my hands and set the tiny package softly in the ground. This is so depressing. I mean, that really is sad. That's one of the things that really makes me sad. Children. And, yes, I don't want to make a joke about that at all. How did it get so dark so fast? I could read on, but it's very late. This has been a bizarre video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, what do you think? I'm going to be making more videos. I don't care. I'm going to make some really tightly edited ones with loads of memes, and I'm going to make little shit shows like this. And you're going to love them all, aren't you? You. I'll catch you in the next one. Maybe it'll be the one about Melanie Sykes. Maybe it'll be something else. It'll be brilliant, though. I can guarantee that. Quantity over quality, people. I'll see you in the next one.